Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we're in the final minutes of our first match of the evening. It is our TV title championship. And the current pinfall victory, I believe, is Shane Sharp. So let's get right back into the action. We got about 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. I'm sorry, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Tony gonna hit powerbomb, looks like, on Shane. One hits the powerbomb on Shane. Strider is gonna hit the full Nelson facebuster. Tony goes for a cover. Rico's there to break it up. Tony kicks the midsection. Strider goes for a cover two. Strider's got the match out, beating on Sumo right now. He's the current champ. Rico going for the Caribbean Splash. As Sumo goes for a cover on Strider. Sumo takes the victory. Rico hits Shane with the Caribbean Splash. Strider's back to the winner. Shane puts Rico into a STO. Strider's in the corner. Everybody's fighting. They got 1 minute left in this match. It's anybody's game. Rico goes for a cover. 1, 2. Sumo's going to kick out at 1. Strider's down. Shane gonna do a pullback kitchen sink. Rico does judoplex. We have a breakup here. Shane's gonna take a step outside. I'm not sure how smart that is there with 40 seconds left. Sumo gonna go on to Strider. Sumo drops the elbow. Tony puts Rico in a predicament. 20 seconds left. Rico's going to try and fight back. Russian leg sweep on Sumo. We're down to our final 10 seconds of the match. 9, 8, 7, 6. Was Tony get it off in time? 5, 3, 2, 1. It's not enough. Who's the winner? Sumo Shireman got the cover. The last in line. Rico's about to get her. Sumo retains his title. After it changed hands 3 or 4 times. Tony was so close. He had just dropped the power bomb on Rico going for the cover. However, time expired and Sumo Scheiderman retains his title. I believe Sumo got a pin on everybody in that ring. I could be wrong. But he got the first pin of the match. Shane got the second. And let's see where we're heading to now. Welcome to the FSCW. Thank you, Mr. Slade. Who is this character? I guess we'll have to wait to find out about that, but apparently we have a new signing as well. We'll have to wait and see who that individual is. But the show rolls on. And we have another arrival, and it's Sabrina Danger Styles and her partner, Lulu Lena. They will be taking on Stabs and Riley for the inaugural Women's Tag Team Championship. And we're going to head back to the main ring because we are going to find out the stipulation for that match. As soon as we head back and see Stabs and Riley both showing up for their match as well. But yeah, we gave the option of, from the fans, a selection of matches to have them be defended for, and we put on this roulette wheel, and we're going to give it here a spin, and we will see what the women will have to do to retain that championship gold and become the first ever FSCW Women's Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out what match stipulation will be added to our inaugural Women's Tag Championship match. Let's give it a spin and see what they have to deal with. Spinny spin spin, spinny spin spin, where does it stop? No one knows. Oh, here it comes, and ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Women's Tag Team match will be decided in a tornado tag match. Good luck tonight. I'm sorry, that's a TLC tornado tag match. Now let's get the second part here going. But yeah, the women will be in a TLC match for those inaugural titles. Well, first up, we have somewhat of other championships coming up. I don't know off the top of my head which match this is, but we will find out shortly. Because I do not think it is the women's tag match just yet. So we'll wait to see what match we have up on the card. Oh, I believe I know what it is now. It will be Nerds versus Corey and Eddie for the men's Tag Team Championship. The women's will be decided, I believe, a Tag Team Turmoil match, and a TLC match will be determined. And we have Eddie Bagwell as the announcer is talking. We will find out shortly. And it looks like it is a straight tornado tag match between Eddie, Corey, and the Nerds. And you'll also notice that our rings have changed because our new facility is being retrofitted right now because our year contract with them has expired. So we will be having a new home coming to you next week. All new stage lighting. We have overhaul to take care of. That's why after today's event, we will be taking a few weeks off to get re-energized and get ready for Season 4, the beginning, and see how it goes from there. But Corey, we know he's not going to be in, he's in a slightly good mood. However, it did come find out that he did get screwed for that TV title. So he's going to have that in the back of his mind that he might be owed that shot one way or another. Because of Jesse's previous encounters. So, and the Nerds come down. They won these titles from Unlucky at the Stairway to Glory. And we also stipulation that at Stairway to Glory, Eddie and Corey also won their championship free pass for a tag championship match. So then, as we saw last week, they cashed in their shots at the gold tonight. So, once again, we thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, under the bright lights of what we used to call home. This is where the FSCW first got its debut, as it transitions from the MWF. We came here, we always go back to our roots one way or the other. And his tag team partner, Crazy Mike. And these guys look like they're ready to go, but they have an interesting challenge ahead of them. Nerds versus Headache Incorporated. Well, we've known over the last several months, Eddie's been trying to get in the head of Corey, telling him that he can do amazing things if he puts his mind to it, but he says that Corey is not on his level. So we shall see if these two are able to coincide with each other. So we'll have only one way to figure that out, as our titles are up for grabs. The ref shows each team the lights, so we'll see how this goes off. So we know we have a tornado tag match with the gold on the line. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. Oh, it's 2 out of 3 falls. Oh, that's how it is. So it's going to be a tornado tag 2 out of 3 falls match. Very interesting. Both these guys can put a whole bunch of people out real quick, as Frankie is working on Eddie and Corey is working on Crazy Mike. We'll try to keep the action somewhat as Mike sweeps the legs out of Corey. Frankie comes out of the elbow to the face of Eddie. Crazy Mike's going to fight off the strength of Corey. Go to the front face lock. Mike going to throw Corey in the corner. Frankie sets Eddie up for a vertical suplex. Corey gets launched across the ring. Frankie goes for a clothesline. Eddie ducks. Judo toss there from Crazy Mike on Corey. Corey going right into that armbar at creeper crawl space. But Mike's able to get to the ropes. Eddie puts Frankie up top. Eddie gonna get a backside suplex, and Crazy Mike's gonna hit a power slam on Corey, bouncing off Corey's head. And Eddie is gonna just go to German Suplex City on Frankie as Mike throws Corey into Eddie. Eddie seemed unfazed by it because he's focused on taking out Frankie right now. Crazy Mike's going to roll right into a hip toss. Crazy Mike going to fight his way out of it. Corey to the wrist lock. Corey going to drop the elbow. Eddie goes to the wrist lock. And Frankie's going to counter to the front face lock. Corey's going to punch in Mike's head, but Mike's going to sweep the legs out. Immediately goes after it. Eddie goes for a counter missile drop kick, but Frankie's there to cut it off. And Corey's going to hit the cravat suplex. Crazy Mike's already been busted open. Corey drops the knee. Corey's going to come back with a clothesline. Eddie hits that neck breaker right on Frankie. Frankie's in a bad predicament. Crazy Mike's on the offense. Eddie goes for the cover. Frankie kicks out at 1. Corey punches Mike. Mike punches Corey back. Crazy Mike going to throw Corey back with a power slam. Beautifully executed there. Corey going to roll over Shane. Crazy Mike's going to roll over Corey. And Eddie's there to break it up after he took out Frankie. Crazy Mike going to go with a right hand, but going to get countered. Corey's going to counter to the waist lock. Shane switch to the front face lock, elbow to the face. Corey, is he going for Tiger Driver? Hits the cover. 1, 2, oh, and Crazy Mike's going to kick out at 2. Eddie went for that. Crazy Mike is going to pull out there, hits the bowcaster on Corey. Corey said enough of that shit. Corey's there, going to get caught cross on guarded. Mike's not feeling too good. Mike's trying to take advantage, but Corey's right there. And Mike is going to hit the Famouser. Crazy Mike is going to try and go for a pin on Corey. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Crazy Mike's got the first pinfall of the match. Eddie blackouts on Frankie. Crazy Mike face up. 2, 3. We are 1-1 on each side of the field. Eddie's got a pinfall on Frankie. Corey's got a Crazy Mike's got a pinfall on Corey. Someone's in a submission hold. Eddie's going for a cover. Eddie hits 2. That's it. Eddie and Corey become the new tag champions. I don't know who was in a submission hold up top, but Corey and Eddie will get their trip back to Gold Town, winning the tag team titles for the 2nd time. And Frankie doesn't know what hit him. He got hit with the blackout and then got hit by something else. Corey got, I'm not sure who put who in a submission hold, but Corey was able to fight it off and for enough time for Eddie to win the championship. So Eddie is going to take it home. So our cameras are heading to the back. Let's see what we have in store now. Well, it's TLC. Have you been through these? Nope. I've watched plenty of tape, though. Well, follow my lead, and we will have gold around our waist. Follow your lead? No, no, no. You follow the All-American Wrestling Goddess. I had plenty of gold around my neck. I think you forgot. This is a TLC match. There will be little to no wrestling in this match. Trust me, I've been through a few TLCs in my day. Fine, Miss Know-It-All. When you are face down, battered and broken, spitting out pieces of table, don't come asking for help. Whatever, you fucking child. So Sabrina and Lulu potentially having issues, but they got so far this time because they are 2 different personalities. So it will see if they're able to hold it together. You hear those 2? LOL. Well, regardless, it's TLC. Are you ready? Well, of course I'm ready. All we got to do is get them to fight each other, and we grab the titles and won't know until it's too late. Well, let's get it done. So an interesting strategy from Stabs and who was that? Stabs and Riley. But our next match, I'm actually have to step away from the mic for a moment because up next we have the response from Mr. Hackman and Killa Kenny Miller. So we'll see if they how they respond. We gave them 3 options last week after we arrested Hackman. So we'll see what they come up with. Do they want to keep their jobs and pay all the fines? Or option 2 is get fired and still all have the fines to pay, or they've decided to come and face us in a match. So we shall see. When they make their way down the ring, they will have our answer. And, oh, Max is on his way to the ring, so that means they have acknowledged our challenge and they want to fight us. And, well, surprise, surprise, Slane had a trick up his sleeve, and it's a Hell in the Cell match for these 2 pathetic individual pieces of human garbage. So, we will cut away from here. We'll have somebody else come announce the match for us, while we get ready to face them. So, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? What? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay, we're good to go. My name's Paul. I'm one of the backup announcers here at FSCW. I've been asked to call this match because Mr. Cobble and Mr. Slane are kind of occupied. So, we'll go from there while they take care of their business. But yes, I've been with the company since the beginning, and I rarely do need to do this because Mr. Cobble's here every week, so we'll see how this goes. I've personally never seen him in a match, so this should be quite interesting, and I hope those pieces of human garbage get what they deserved, because it's kind of unimpressive to take out security, talent, and everybody else. So we'll see who wins in this end. So, as Hackman makes down there, this might be the advantage or disadvantage to them. We know they like cages, but Hell in a Cell? I don't know. It's going to be interesting regardless. As Hackman makes his way down to the ring, I don't think they were ready to find for this match that it is a Hell in the Cell match. So, it will be very interesting to see what happens. But I hope everyone is enjoying the show today. We put a lot of work into this show for your entertainment. Lots of man hours, lots of time, writing, producers, all that fun jazz. So we hope you enjoy this match, ladies and gentlemen. And apparently, the lawnmowers want to cut grass while we're recording. Of course we are. Dumb fucks. And by God, Killa, he's fucking huge. I've never seen this man in person, but my God, he looks like a fucking refrigerator. That boy is thick. I think they have a very interesting challenge ahead of them. But it's hell in a cell. So Mr. Slane and Mr. Cobble might have the advantage. Or disadvantage. But we know for a fact Hackman's not going to be able to run, nor is Killa. So we shall see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's best 2 out of 3 falls as well. Hackman immediately goes after Mr. Slane. Cobble kicks the midsection of Mr. Killa. Killa's going to the side headlock. Mr. Slane's going to give a stunt driver ride to Mr. Hackman. Snapmare on Mr. Killa. Cobble comes back on right hands. Mr. Slane's going to go right into the head right after the head of Mr. Hackman. Missile drop kick. Mr. Slane picks up Hackman, goes to the front side headlock. Hackman's going to counter to the waist lock. Slane's going to counter to the wrist lock. And Hackman going to counter that to the waist lock. Standing front switch and elbow to the face of Mr. Slane. Side headlock applied by Mr. Hackman. Elbow to the face. Hackman going to throw Mr. Slane in the corner. Cobble's in the corner. Hackman goes in the corner as well. They both go after Mr. Cobble. Get a chance. Mr. Slane comes back with a bulldog on Mr. Hackman. Drops the elbow on Hackman. Killa going to sweep the legs out. Hackman going to fight back. Going to roll right into a hip toss. Mr. Slane going to get shot to the kidney. I actually did not know Mr. Cobble actually had in-ring experience, so this is something interesting to watch. As Mr. Slane goes right after Hackman, Mr. Cobble dumps Killa on his head, followed by right hands, couple right hands as well. Mr. Killa going to counter to the side headlock. Mr. Slane, they're going to lock up in the corner, flipping senton on Mr. Hackman. Mr. Cobble going to put in a hammerlock, create some separation. Mr. Cobble goes a side headlock. Mr. Cobble's going to counter to another hammerlock, push Mr. Killa away. Basement drop kick on Mr. Hackman. They lock up in the center. Killa's going to go to the waist lock. And Killa going to hit the electric chair on Mr. Cobble. Crazy on Mr. Slane's going to drop an elbow on Mr. Hackman. Cobble kicks to the midsection. Launching at shoulder block. Mr. Cobble going to put a single leg Boston Crab into place. Mr. Slane going to go outside, maybe find some toys. And Killa going to fight off Mr. Cobble. Missile drop kick on Killa. Hackman's going to get behind on Max Slane. Going to get hips snapmare out the way. Mr. Slane goes to a side headlock. Scoop slam on Mr. Hackman into the ropes. Mr. Hackman goes after Mr. Slane, knees to the midsection, and we will be right back here, ladies and gentlemen.